I have someone truly dear to my heart. Won an NBA championship with him as the general of our team, Coach Larry Brown. You know, just to give a little history,
The Larry Brown,
yes, yes,
the coach of all coaches.
yes, you already know. And just to give a little history of his background, is the only coach in basketball history to win both an NCAA championship in 1988 with the Kansas Jayhawks and the NBA title with the Detroit Pistons. I was a part of that team. And is the only coach in NBA history to lead 8 teams to the playoffs. He also won an ABA championship as a player with the Oakland Oaks in 1968 through 69 and an Olympic gold medal in 1964. But the best stat that I love more than anything, Coach Brown,
drum roll,
is he has the ABA record for the most assists in the game, 23.
Come on.
And, you know, one thing that I want to talk about is how does playing the game of basketball truly affect your coaching style?
I think the effect I had, Mike, I've been blessed. I had a great high school coach. Frank McGuire recruited my mother, and she made me go to North Carolina. He's in the Hall of Fame. Coach Wilt, when Wilt scored 100, and I think averaged 50. Played for Alex Hannum. I played for Babe McCarthy. I played for Dean Smith, who's a mentor of mine and this was a big part of my life going forward. I played for John McClendon. Maybe he's one of the greatest coaches ever lived. So I've been around some unbelievable coaches that I played for, and then I think they influenced the way I see the game. You know, you and I see the game a lot the same way, because your whole role was to make other people around you better, and nobody ever asked you to play hard. That was a given, which is something that I think a lot of us take for granted. And the most important thing for you to do every night was to give your best. And I think that's the way I've always approached the game. I always wrote, play hard, play smart, play together, have fun. And it'd be nice if we defended and rebounded. So that was what I learned as a player, and I hoped I showed my teams the importance of doing all those things.
It is an honor just to sit here with you today, Larry. And you've coached at so many different levels and had success all across the board. But our question today is this: which moment of your coaching career was like the aha, unforgettable moment, like in either your top moment or it's in your top 5? Would you share one of those with us?
Well, the first aha is when Coach Smith asked me to come back to North Carolina and be his assistant. I played 2 years for Goodyear in the Industrial League. You know, that was with Phillips 66, Peoria Caterpillars, teams like that.
Hold on, Peoria Caterpillar. I'm from Peoria.
Yeah.
No one ever brings up Peoria. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that's basketball country. But that was a thrill, you know, because I always wanted to be a coach. I wanted to be a high school coach, coach baseball, basketball, and football, and teach American history. And by some crazy way, I was surrounded by great coaches. So Coach asked me to come back. He let me coach the freshman team and be assistant varsity coach. There were only 3 of us. So I learned on the fly. I used to go in every morning, give him a practice plan, and he handed it right back to me. And I only did the things that I was taught. But that was probably one of the greatest throws I ever had. And then, you know, just being allowed to coach on any level is such a privilege. And now with all this stuff that's going on, I think it's even more important that I had this opportunity. I wish I could start over again. Wow. Because I'm learning about so many things that I worried that maybe I wasn't aware of when I was coaching. And it kind of troubles me a little bit. You know, I coached Allen Iverson. and everybody talks about our relationship. But when all this stuff started happening, that's, we're all aware of, besides the pandemic, I talked to my kids about it. Nobody, as a 16-year-old, can look back on their life like he did, and was thrown in jail, in prison actually, for a fight in a bowling alley. And I got to coach him. And I wonder if I spent enough time, picking his brain and figuring out, things that he went through that would have made me more aware and have done better.